fighting flames of fire, hang on to burning wires. We don't care anymore. Are we fading lovers?
Thank you.
We keep wasting color.
Hello. Ooh. Hello? Okay. Everybody can hear me? Yeah? Hello? Hello. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for the kind introduction. I am Samira. I am CEO of Tinkerlust. And today I want to talk to you guys about using data to personalize the customer experience. So can I assume that everybody here is a marketer? Yeah? So what are marketers essentially? This doesn't work. Yeah? Okay. Sorry about that. So what is a marketer essentially? Essentially, we are storytellers. We are the mouthpiece of our brand, how we connect with our customers. And the power of a story is very powerful. It ignites emotion and action. And with action, we create memories. And with memories, we create value. So the power of a story is actually very powerful. So let's see. When we put the brain on data, when we give it data or facts without the story, it wakes up the brain, right? 2 points, the language, it connects with the language. However, when the brain is looking at a story, when you are igniting a story to the customer, look how amazing the brain, it lights up, right? So data is storytelling. And any mom and dads out here, I'm a mom, so I know Little Red Riding Hood, right? So do you guys know the origin of Little Red Riding Hood? So actually it was a warning story during the 17th century when there was an increase in violence towards women who were walking by themselves at night. So basically, women were being molested, and this was a warning story. So while the story remains, the telling is shifting. Now we tell stories through social media with our digital footprint. So everybody here has a digital footprint, right? We go on social media, we shop online, we share the latest news, and that's all our digital footprints. And so this is my digital footprint. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. I went to Penn State University and I studied economics and psychology. So basically, economics and psychology, the crossroads is consumer behavior, understanding the trends out there and what pushes customers to push those trends a certain way. Basically, I was studying data. And then I moved and I got my MBA at Santa Clara University. And then I came back here to start TinkerLust.com with my co-founder right there. Are you paying attention? Okay. So this is my digital footprint. You can follow me and you can stalk me and see what I'm all about. So data is storytelling. Through what customers share, through their data, through their contacts, their experiences, companies can understand their story and brands can serve them better. So digital has definitely changed how customers buy, how buyers buy, and how marketers market. Okay, so let's think we don't have internet, we don't have online shopping. Then we would go into a store and we would be greeted by a salesperson, right? And the salesperson would try to figure out who this person is by trying to figure out 3 things. Number 1, who is this person? Is it a male? Is it a female? Number 2, what is his relationship with my brand? Has he been here before? Is he a loyal customer? And number 3, what is his intent in buying in this store? So a really good salesperson would ask a few questions and you would get that answer. But now your website has become the most intelligent salesperson. So through a few clicks, through their user behavior on your website, whether they're looking for men's items, whether they're looking for women's or children's, or spending 7 minutes on the website, or just spending 1 minute, spending a lot of money versus spending just a little bit, and coming back often or not coming back at all, you can actually understand who this customer is. So 4 out of 5 customers actually want some sort of personalization. Why, right? You have to understand the demographic, the psychographic, the socioeconomic, and also their lifestyle. But everybody has a name and a persona and a relationship with your brand. From there, you decide how you want to treat them, and you decide how you're going to personalize. So let's take it from TinkerLust. We feel we're very highly personalized because we're curated. So we're not mass. We already assume what kind of person will come onto our website, and we curate our products based on the customer that's going to come visit. And from there, we take engagement points for every single thing that you do on our website. If you spend a certain amount, when is your birthday, things like that. If you like Louis Vuitton versus Zara, or Hermes versus Chanel, we take all of that information, and then we create a personalized experience for you. So for the customer, why do they really care about personalization? The reason is choice overload. There is so many different choices. We have so many competitors. Nike has competitors, Reebok, right? Coca-Cola, Pepsi. So the more the brand can personalize to the customer, the more stronger the connection is, the more the customer will relate. So a good example is Nike. You know, Nike is very, very popular with high school students. But it doesn't mean that Nike is going to forget about the young professionals, and Nike is not going to forget about the young professionals that eventually become moms. So they personalize in every journey. So how about new customers, right? So you have this whole data set of your existing customers, and that's how you're going to use it. You're going to use those data to get new customers. So you're going to understand trends in the market. Perhaps you see an increase in people searching for black jumpsuits, or people searching for Maldives on your travel site. Then you're going to formulate a campaign specifically for what people are searching for, what people are excited about right now. So for existing customers, losing out and not personalizing is actually a big fault of companies. 68% leave current companies, leave current products because they feel that the companies no longer are relevant to them, that customers don't personalize towards them. So like the example of Nike, if they forgot to create stories for their young professionals or their moms, these young professionals and moms are going to feel forgotten. And again, 5% of retention that you can keep your customers will actually increase your sales by 125. Everybody knows in this room that it's already hard to get one customer to convert. So once they convert, make sure you learn from them and you personalize for them. So digital footprints are left in each and every journey by all users, right? But the user experience comes from before they make a purchase and after they make a purchase. So different goals for each type of user, hence different treatments needed. There are 4 stages: awareness, consideration, conversion, and loyalty. So awareness, there's always a goal and always a challenge, right? So the goal is to accelerate customer activation. We already know who we're going to target, but how do we get them to actually buy? What kind of campaign combination is most attractive for them? So that's what we want to find out about. Next is consideration. We already know what campaign that we're going to target them with. For example, females, fashion, we're going to target them with an influencer campaign, for example. How do we better target so that the potential user will come and activate even more quickly? Then we jump into after they've converted, conversion. So now we want to increase the customer lifetime value. So we don't want them to just shop once or twice. We want them to be very loyal. So how do we improve customer personalization? So this is really key, this step, because this is when you want to collect all of your data. This is when you want to collect all your data and understand what in your brand makes them move to the next level, which is loyalty, which is they become your brand ambassador. And you increase customer lifetime value and decrease churn rate. So once you see this data becoming that they are actually maybe bored of your brand or not excited by your brand anymore, you'll understand what kind of data points you'll have to consume, so you bring them back. Okay. So I wanted to give you some examples of how TinkerLust does it. This is an email that we send to high-value customers. So basically here, they've already converted, and they've already purchased an item. And we have signaled them as a high-value customer. So this is an email that we give them. We segment based on tiers, and I'm going to show you the high-value luxury customer. As you can see, it's very catered to them. The products that we have chosen for them are in their price range and also in their brands. So we hope that this kind of email they'll be excited about. I mean, hey, these are the brands that I actually like. Like this company understands me, this brand understands me. A one-time buyer. So they have activated once, but it's been a while that they haven't activated. So in my position, I'm really worried that they have forgotten about us. Maybe it's been 2 months, 3 months, 4 months that they have not come back. So I'm like, hey, you know what? My data tells me that they're probably going to churn soon. They're not becoming a loyal customer. So I quickly send them an email, and it's geared towards them. I can't offer this to everybody. I'd probably not make any profit, right? So I only offer these to the people that I think, hey, they need another sign to come back. And it's a 10%, hey, we miss you, come back, come shop. And then this is the zero purchase. So they know about us, they're aware of us, and they're kind of considering us. You remember the second stage to consider? This is zero purchase. So they've become a member, but they have never purchased on our site. And we make it very simple because we don't really know yet what they're actually interested in. It's not as personalized as the high value, but it's still personalized. It kind of gives you some brands that are like loved by everyone, like Zara, Tory Burch, Kate Spade. Those brands are kind of, everybody knows them. So it's more general, but it's very geared towards zero customers. So I've already given you the kind of layout of the customer journey with your brand. Now we have to consider all of the different channels. Now there's another layer of complexity. Are they buying it online? Are they buying it in store? Are they buying it through Facebook or WhatsApp? You have to understand that, and you have to connect it so that the experience is comprehensive. So, okay, I don't think anybody here has ever learned about tinkerlust.com, and if you have, then, I mean, that's great, but maybe you will go home now, and you're gonna type in www.tinkerlust.com, and then you're gonna shop. And then my analytics will tell me that, oh, there's an increase in direct users coming onto the website. But that's not true, because the first time you actually learned about TinkerLust was here at Digital Marketing Indonesia. So I'm gonna give you guys a voucher so that I can track you guys, right? So what's the benefit for you? Hey, you get 50K, it's free, right? No purchase necessarily, go shop. But what's the benefit for me? I get to track you now on your customer journey with me. And if I see, oh, hey, you know what? Digital Marketing Indonesia, there's a really high conversion. Maybe I'll come back and speak next year and do the same thing. So here is just an example of how I'm doing this to you real time. So how do you scale? I've given you plenty of channels, plenty of segments that you can probably work with. But man, you know, one personalization is hard enough. Like, how about if you have millions and millions of customers, and who doesn't want that, right? And then you get to put them into segments, and more segments, and more segments, and it becomes very overwhelming. How do you know one specific segment? For example, females 25 to 35 who are on mobile iPhone versus females 25 to 35 who are on Android will respond the same way. So you do an experiment. You know, let's go back to making it simple. We don't know the answer, so let us experiment. And that's how we get into A/B testing. So I personally love A/B testing. I don't trust my instincts at all. So I don't think you guys should either, because there's a lot of bias and emotion when it comes to marketing, right? So I A/B test for absolutely everything, from Facebook ads to even hiring to operations to customer service. But let's talk about marketing here. So what we do is we create two different messaging, let's make it simple. For Facebook, create two different messaging, two different graphics, same segment, 2 different call to actions. And each time, each week, you'll compare. You'll compare the call to actions. Then the next week, you find the first call to action. Then you'll compare the graphics. And then the third, you'll compare the messaging. And then you'll find your optimization. And I would do this for Facebook ads. I do it every 2 days. You optimize, you optimize, you optimize. And by the end of 2 weeks, you'll know what gives you the highest ROI for that segment. Because you don't want to grow your marketing team to be, 50, 100, right? So that's when we knock on the doors of our developers. Hopefully they should be nice, right? So marketing data and analytics, technology is very powerful. It actually increases marketing productivity by 57%. And when we're talking 57% of a multinational company, this is huge, So machine learning, is everybody aware of machine learning? It's definitely a hot topic right now, and I don't want you guys to be intimidated, because machine learning is simply a formula. It's simply a formula that is intelligent enough to learn and to create an answer and keep learning and keep optimizing real time. So you've all been a victim of machine learning. I'm sorry, but you have. And don't feel victimized. It's actually helped our lives, right? So for example, I'm going to give you some examples. Natural language processing. Do you guys know what that is? It's as simple as a chatbot, So chatbots are AIs that understand the patterns of language that can then create your answers. So a lot of customers see that customer service and operations are one of their increased number of expenses. So they're creating chatbots to replace people. Number 2, recommendation engine. So for example, you shop online and you shop for a product, and then on the bottom it says related items that you might be interested in, right? So imagine you go onto a website and every single thing on that website is actually related to you. So that is real-time personalization engine. So it's no longer related to the product, but it's related to you. So if you're a mom, a working mom, you will see products that are maybe for working professionals and related to you, and that will increase the conversion. And email optimization, for example, if the email system will learn, okay, this person is more likely to open emails on Tuesdays and Thursdays with this type of subject line, with this type of email subject and email content. And finally, campaigns. So these are all things that you can eventually see, and you will be, I'm sure that there are many service providers that can do this, or you will build it in-house as well. But this is the future of marketing technology. But it was actually really scary, because I never told them that, but they assumed, and they knew things about me as a mother and my daughter who's never been online. And a lot of customers are feeling that too. So 70% of customers are being more aware of what kind of data, personal information they give to companies. So what is the right amount? What is that sweet spot, right? Between knowing too little and knowing too much and acting upon it. I think it's all about value. Can you give your customer value? So one of my favorite apps all time, and I'm sure you guys all agree, is Gojek, right? Gojek, man, so much information. They know where I work. They know where I live. They know what food I like. They know probably my bank account number, my phone number, my email, what I got for my husband's birthday. They know so much information. But do I care, really? Do I? I don't think so, because they offer me so much value. They give me so much lax and freedom about this time that I don't have to spend shopping. And so it's all about value. You have to understand that customers want to be appreciated in the long run, right? So what is our customers actually going to give you in the beginning? They're going to give you their name, their email, obviously, their birthday to get the coupon for their birthday. They're going to give you that. And then you can take their engagement with your website. You need to start tracking this, right? And obviously their digital footprint. So my last advice is when you take their data and when you understand them more, listen to your customers, their actions and their engagement, appreciate them, and serve them how you know best. Because every single data point enriches their story, and you want your company to be giving them a happy ending.
Fighting flames of fire, hang on to burning wires. We don't care anymore.
Okay, bye.